That's bad.
Alright, today we're going to do some testing on the street with Jack Black here and the Starfire. We're all curious what they're going to do. It's nothing real crazy. We're just going to see if they'll 60 foot. Basically, we're really wanting to take them to the track, but there's no test and tunes coming up within the next 9 days, I think. At least none that I'm aware of. And I don't want to go to a test and tune while there's some event going on and you get like 1 or 2 runs in the whole night. I'd like to go on like a Wednesday test and tune or something where you can just rack them off and make changes, see what it does. So today we're going to see what the Starfire will do. Hopefully we can get this thing to make a pass and we don't screw up the shifting. And then we got the transmission all fixed in Jack Black. So curious how this thing's going to do. We got the new Circle D converter in it. If you guys want anything from Circle D, use code Snyder3000 for 10% off your order. Check it out. This thing should be able to actually mile an hour now, hopefully. Oh, that'll work. Yeah, I found some dark blue that I was going to use, but that'll work better. Well, now you got pink floor. Yeah, like I'm really curious what the Starfire is going to do, remembering to shift it the right way.
Yeah, we're gonna take off. You'll figure out real quick which way you shift.
Yeah, but I think I'm even more curious to see if this thing will act right and mile an hour now. Now that it's got the transits fixed and a real good converter in it. First up, Starfire. If you don't remember, this is a 30 over 327 aluminum world product heads. Should be around 9.5 to 1 compression. Real basic setup. Real crummy, shorty headers. Turbo 350, no brake. Roughly like a 2000 stall converter in it. Real budget, like bracket car setup. But yeah, I think if this thing at the track, whenever we can get it there, if we could get like a 13 out of it NA, I think that'd be sweet. So we're not going to set the world on fire with this thing, but should be fun. We get the cameras in it and warm it up, set the tire pressure, and we'll take it out. No, I was just going to go like, we couldn't mark it off. Did you already put the thing in the van?
The paint's out there, yeah.
Yeah, we can just mark it off real quick.
Oh, okay.
Howdy, fellers. Been a minute since we've been in this car. Good. Alright. I need to move this seat like an inch further ahead. When I go full throttle, I'm like tippy-toeing the pedal. So, I knew that this thing wouldn't 60 foot at all, so I didn't bother putting the draggy in it. But I did have this GPS app going on my phone. They're usually pretty accurate, just because I wanted to see what the mile an hour would be. And I'm pretty sure I let off around 700-800 feet, and our top speed was 87 mile an hour, which is pretty on brand for what I expected this thing to do. So in the quarter, it might do close to 100. So we'll see. One of these days, we'll take it to a track.
I think he's talking to himself. What do you guys think?
Oh, please have reverse. Don't do this again. There we go. Okay, good. You can see right here where he made the 1-2 shift. We'll have to get back and see what he says. But for all motor pass, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. That motor really wants nitrous. There's still all the timing taken out for the nitrous, so it's a little lazy. Just kind of trying to get back to square one with it. Trying to find anything that we think will screw us up at the track when we take it there to see what it'll run. How did it feel?
Just from the brake and just nailing it. I never did get on a two-step yet.
All right. How did it feel once you rolled out, though?
It was cruising.
Yeah, we did the burnouts way too close to the line. We should have done them back like another 10 feet.
Yeah.
Well, did it feel lazy or did it feel like it kept pulling?
Top end, a little on the lazy side.
How did the shifts feel?
Oh, great. As soon as you hit it, it's clear.
Cool. You know about what RPM you were shifting at?
No.
Okay.
I didn't even pay attention to the tach. I just going by the sound and the road.
Well, you want to take it out one more time and try and leave on the button? We ended up dropping the tire pressure to 15. I mean, if you want, so that you can see what it's doing in real time, I can drive.
Yeah, take it out, take it out. All right. I get to see him and Jack, so I get to see what Jack's like. And it's probably been a good year or so since he's drove it. So we'll see.
But yeah, when I first got in the truck, the two-step was set at 37, and I thought it would just blow the tires off, so I turned it down to 35. I bet we could have left it 4, honestly.
Yeah.
And I was shifting at 6,000. It didn't really want to RPM much past that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It just...
Like I was trying to stay in it because I was going to wind it out until it felt like it wanted to nose over.
Shift light come on?
No. No, we probably have that set at like 65 or something. Yeah, I mean, like the pass itself felt fine. Going from the RX-7 to the Starfire to this, it's crazy how different those cars are.
Oh, I can imagine.
Because like the RX-7, it'll either spin or it'll just kind of go forward. This thing, it felt like I was in an elevator. It went up, it felt like a foot. It was crazy. Yeah, but like you can feel it in your seat. Like the whole seat just goes up. Yeah, it didn't really want to RPM out though. I was staying in the throttle watching the tack, and I was watching it climb, and then it kind of got around 6 and just kind of like hovered there for a second. So I shifted into second. I think when you just need to spray it. But yeah, when I launched, it didn't feel like it spun at all. It felt like it just dead hooked. All right, so I just had a plug out, looked at it, and we're gonna put a bunch more timing in it for it to be NA, just to see if that'll help it rev out. And then he's just gonna take it down the road real quick and see if it's any different. And hopefully it's a lot better once we do that. And hopefully we can get our best NA run out of this thing next time we're at the track, and then we'll dial the timing back a little bit, spray it. We've got 150 jets in it right now, just some little baby boys. And this thing wants a bunch more power. I was looking at the video of my pass in it, and I wish we could slow down the compression of the rear end, because you could see it hits and comes right down. And if we could slow that down a bunch, not a bunch, but a good amount, so that it kind of is more of a gradual thing as we were taking off. And the front end comes up good. I wish we could slow that down a hair. And this thing just needs a lot more power to kind of carry it out. But overall, as long as we can keep chipping away and improving things, then I think this truck's going to be pretty quick this year. Fingers crossed. So we're going to take the truck down the road and make one more hit with it. We turned the launch up from 35 to 4,000 just to see if it'll hold. Then we put some more timing in it, naturally aspirated. We're going to see if this thing will, if we can make this thing leave and carry the power out a little bit better. How'd it feel?
Good.
All right, let's start recapping everything. So we'll go back to the beginning. First run at the Starfire. With those tires, I expected that thing to spin, have a horrible 60 foot. I was really curious what kind of mile an hour it would do through about the 8th mile, like 600, 700, 800 feet, in that range. I didn't expect it to be super high or fluctuate a ton from like 600 to 800 feet, you know what I mean? So I think, what it run, 83, 84 miles an hour? I don't think that's too bad for that combination, honestly. Like I said, it's a 327, 30 over, thumper cam, mystery aluminum heads, supposed to be about 9 to 1, 9.5 to 1 compression, real crappy exhaust, a decent little like bracket race car. So I don't think that was too bad, really. And that was me just right off idle matting it because I knew it didn't have a big stall converter. So I didn't think that trying to foot brake it up anything would help. I mean, I could maybe get it up to like 15, 2000, but I figured just hitting it real quick to make it flash up would be a lot better. And I had to pedal it a couple times. and then I could stick it and shift it. So it felt fine. Parked it back in the garage, everything was running good. The thing starts great now, so that's good. So hopefully, whenever we can find a place doing a test and tune, I don't know, I might have to look at Stanton or mid-Michigan and check those out and go there, because everywhere else is like a week and a half away, which is a bummer. And then Jack. Oh my God, that truck, dude. That truck is legitimately pissing me off so much. It wasn't wanting to rev out, which might just be the big block thing. When I took it out, I was just letting it go because I was trying to rev it to like 65, and it just got there and it just hovered, and I was like, all right, next gear, it might just not want to rev after that. I mean, it's got a good bottom end, it's got good oval port heads, it's got plenty of valve spring, the fuel pressure, I haven't verified it, but I suspect that it's good. Everything seems happy in the motor. Everything seems happy in the motor. Plugs look good, because I really like to pick other people's brains and get their opinion on things, so I'll message like 3, 4, 5 people and see what they think. And like I said, everything seems happy in the motor. It's just, it doesn't rev, which might just be it doesn't want to rev, which if that's the case, fine. But it's also slow. Like, that's the part that's upsetting me, is that it's just slow. So I think at this point we're gonna try to take that to the track too, and we'll make one pass on motor, make sure everything's still happy, and then we'll just start spraying it. I'm frustrated because I feel like that truck should be a lot faster, and that truck deserves to be a lot faster. And it's just, honestly, it's just pissing me off. But you know what they say, sometimes you get what you get. And with that motor, we're getting what we're getting. But that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, clicking that bell. I'll see you next time.